So these are Kunes at market weight, butcher weight. The first gold one here is about 260. That second black one is probably 245. And this guy here is about 210. It's kind of hard to tell how big they are. Let's give him some corn. He's about 4 feet long. He's about 50 inches in diameter there at the shoulders, and he's about 49 inches long, so he's pretty big. He's big. With the Farmer's Almanac way, you measure the girth. So you multiply girth times length divided by 400 gives you an approximate weight. So, and the only time you can measure them is when they're eaten. Otherwise, they don't let you touch them. That's them. I'm going to the butcher next week. So these are a Kune mangalitsa mix. And the best pig I've ever eaten so far has been a red wattle. And the Kunes are supposed to be phenomenal, and the mangalitsas are supposed to be phenomenal. So these should be a pretty tasty pig. The red wattles that we had last season were, I mean, it was equal to beef. Usually I like beef better than pork, but this pork was as good as beef, or I won't say better because there's nothing better than a ribeye on the barbecue, but the red wattles were excellent. We couldn't get any red wattles. We buy our piglets during the winter when nobody wants them and they're dirt cheap. So these guys during the spring are 150 each if you can get them, and there's usually a waiting list. We bought them. We got 3 for 200, so $70 each during the winter. We'll buy them in January, and then we sour the grain. We buy grain from a local Mennonite farmer. We get it for 10-pound or 50-pound bag for $10. So it's the same price as buying a 1-ton tote out here. But you can handle the 50-pound bags a lot easier than a 1-ton tote. And it's like a tri-grain mix with a pig additive. And we sour it for 2 to 3 days in a bucket, and then we feed it to them. And that overcomes them not being able to digest it real quick because they have a short digestive tract. And so when they go to the bathroom, you don't see any grain in their poop. So they're getting 100%, as much as you can, out of the digestion. So in the wintertime, instead of just fighting to stay warm and then pooping out half the grain, they're actually gaining weight. They gain most of their weight over the winter, and then we just kind of marbled them up during the spring here. So we're at July 17th, and they've been ready to go for about a week, except for that guy over there. I think he does not have the wattles on him, so I don't know. He's still a cross, the gold one, but he was either the runt of the litter. But you know, since we got such a good deal on him, we took him. But he's always been behind, and the problem is the big one here will fight for the food and then push him out, and then this one will fight with this one. Those two eat, and this one barely eats, so we've had to feed them separate. But they're ready to go. So that trough is about 5 feet long and about 18 inches across. And I hope you can tell the chickens about how big these guys are. So they're pretty big. And there's no excess, there's not going to be a lot of excess fat on them. There's just going to be a nice pork belly. And we always get the females because the females are longer and you get a longer bacon belly out of them. So, and no chance of taint. We got taint with a cut boar one year, and the boar was big, and it ruined our bacon. So actually it ruined everything. Well, there you go.